I'm alive. I made it. I barely escaped with my life. Yeah, really wasn't that bad.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So, Black Thursday night. Doesn't have quite the same ring to it. Black Friday, early Black Friday. As I mentioned in my other video, we went to Best Buy. Yes, I got my laptop. Yes, it was a pain in the ass. No, I did not get, they also had a TV, which we didn't really need one, but since we were in line to get the laptop, we were like, let's go ahead and get this TV. It was $130 something for a 43-inch smart TV, and that we knew that's what everybody was going to be going for. You know, you never know how much they're going to have in stock of stuff like that. But anyway, we get there at, so if you've never done Black Thursday night or an opening for a Black Friday thing here in the US, it is, it's kind of insane. Yeah, people go and we'll sit in line forever. The store was supposed to open at 5. We got there at 3. And there was already about 50 people in line. So we were like, oh, that's not too bad. We get there and continuously over the next 2 hours, people were lining up. And the line went all the way around the store. And so as we were waiting, and if you get on the Best Buy website, they tell you it's a ticketing system where they come out and give you tickets for items that you're there to purchase specifically. So, of course, the first people in line get first grabs. Come to find out, they only had 20 of those TVs, so obviously being about 50 back, we didn't get a ticket for the TVs, which would have been nice. You know, I say TVs because our kid wanted one too. She's not in town. We were going to get one for her while we were there, because really for $130 for a 43-inch HD 4K smart TV, even though it's a Toshiba, you know, whatever, it was normally like a $300 TV. But of course they only had 20 tickets and we missed out. They stopped. They were like, last one, there were like 5 in front of us, and they were like, last one, and the guy grabbed it. So we were kind of disappointed in that. They never came out with tickets for the laptop. The laptop, normally, it's just a Dell Inspiron i5, 256 SSD. We'll show it to you. It's just a freaking cheaper laptop. You know, like I mentioned in that other video, I would love to have they had an iMac for $799, which is really cheap too. But again, I'm not going to invest that kind of money in a laptop, especially when I don't really use it a lot. I've done all this on video, on camera, on phone, so the laptop, like I mentioned, I have not bought one. Kim and I decided it has been about 8 years since I bought that last laptop. So yes, I did need one to do stuff with adding things in here, and I may try it on this video, but adding stuff, you know, in videos like music and all that. And hopefully I can put together certain videos. I'm still going to do most of it on my phone, still going to upload it, still do most of the editing on my phone, but for the more special videos that I try to put out, I will probably start attempting to do it on the computer so that I can add different things in there. But anyway, going back to the line, you know, they never came out with tickets for the laptop, which had me worried. Come to find out, it wasn't a, quote, ticketed item, and the people in the laptop computer area of Best Buy, we went straight back there. We were pretty much the first people back there because everybody else, of course, was rushing for the TVs. But we went straight back there. We're first in line, told the lady about it. She didn't even know about the laptop thing. I mean, how do y'all not, what are y'all doing in there? How do you not know what's in your Black Friday flyer? Geez, I don't know. But anyway, she's like, oh yeah, we have these, and called it up, got it, left. We were out by 5:15. Store open at 5, we were out by 5:15. When we left, the line was still going around the store. Now, probably a lot of people saw that flyer and not knowing the rules or how things work, maybe just got in line thinking, because when we were leaving, we heard 2 different people bitching to the staff about the TVs. Well, you know, when you get there after 5 or whatever, they're called doorbusters or whatever for a reason. They're really cheap, just to get people in the store to hopefully you'll buy the more expensive TV once they run out. But, I mean, even I kind of understood that that's a limited thing. They're not going to have an 18-wheeler full of TVs that they're giving away way under cost. They're only going to have a limited amount just to get you guys in the door. And yeah, a lot of people fell for it. When we left, the line was still going around the store, and we were like, wow, that's crazy. So a lot of people were probably going to be disappointed about that. But okay, even though we didn't get the TV for us and the kid, we would have loved to have had a better TV. The TV we've got in our room is a old floor model from a store that had closed down that the guys that were in charge were like, here, take this. We don't want it. It's worked really well for years, but again, it's not a smart TV. It's got an old LED type picture. It's not great, and it's not very big either, so we were kind of hoping to be able to lounge in bed and do YouTube and stuff like that. So then after that, we went over, I'd been interrupted in the video earlier. So then we went over to Ulta. So if you're not familiar with Ulta, that is a ladies' cosmetic, a big, big, nice store with all these different brands of ladies' cosmetics. For Kim, because Kim sat in line with me. So I was like, well, yeah, let's go. If you want Ulta, then let's go check out at Ulta. Apparently they had things for sale there. And let me tell you, Ulta was crazy. We left Best Buy at like 5:20. It only took a minute in Best Buy. And we went to Ulta and stood in line because they didn't open until 6. So it worked out, but we stood in line for about 30 minutes there. And when the bell rang or when the doors opened, all those ladies, mostly younger girls, but I mean, it was all women and like 5 guys, including me. So we were just along for the ride, obviously. And it was like a tidal wave opening the door. Women were screaming and just not really pushing. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't crazy. It did get a little crazy inside, but nobody was like pushing in the line or anything like that. But somebody came out and started recording. I didn't get any recording of it because I was just like, whoa. I was way out of sorts, but it was like a water flow in the store, and ladies spread out everywhere, and it smells like perfume really heavily in there. So if you ever been in somewhere that's like heavily perfumed and cologne, so many mixtures of smells, it gags you. But those women were all over that store. So I was just like, Kim was gone. I was just like trying to, like stand up against a thing, and people were shoving past me, and alarms were going off. And I live tweeted it. I'll go ahead and put it up here while I'm talking about. But oh my God, the alarms! Like these little bitty boxes. There were women running around with little boxes all in their arms. And Kim came over to me and put hairspray and some Kylie lipstick in my arms. So of course I was just like, okay, I got to get out of the way. And it was crazy. The alarms continuously going off. I don't know what was up with the alarms, but there were multiple alarms, like when I say alarms like somebody had opened a cabinet that they weren't supposed to, probably is what happened. Fired off an alarm. They never turned it off. And even some of the boxes had little alarms on them, I guess the high-end stuff. And there were women running around with these little boxes and alarms going off, and it was insane. But we actually made it out pretty quick. We got in line. The line was moving. And so we got out. We got home by 6:30. It was no big deal. 6:30, 6:45. So we were only in there for a few minutes. Thank God, because those alarms were driving me insane. So yes, that was our Black Thursday / Friday shopping adventure. And I did get the laptop. I've got it booted up. I started setting it up last night. With any new laptop, it always takes forever to get it set up how you want it. Manage empty. Oh, that was me. Oh, yeah, this is another thing that I didn't have on my last laptop. Everybody's like, you're an idiot. But I've never had a webcam. What's up? So now I can do things with that too. Yay! So I have not put on any of my video editing programs or anything yet. I've just now Another thing, my iPhone, I haven't been able to back up. Like, you know, if you have an iPhone, it comes up saying you have not backed up in X amount of days. I had not backed up my previous phone in a year and a half, and I had not backed up this one. I've had it for about 8 months. So I was able to back up my iPhone, which is like 80 something gig, and now I just transferred it off to my hard drive. So, you know, 250, I was torn between the SSD and just like a terabyte regular hard drive, but I do a lot in my lap at home, so I wanted the SSD because it's obviously faster. And I've got separate hard drives, and even though it's a pain to move files off the hard drives and all that, yeah, it's just one of those things. So anyway, I'm up here on Black Friday for real, and we're open 10 to 3 today. We're open 10 to 3 tomorrow. I'm staying in the shop, not doing any mobile calls, staying in the shop because Kim is not here, so somebody gets to keep the shop open. So that's why I'm doing this video, and to wish everybody a happy Black Friday. And if y'all had to get out, like I mentioned in that other video again, if any of you ended up having to get drug out this morning, let me know how y'all's Black Friday shopping went. Did not do any today. Drove past the same retail area that we went last night, and it was pretty crowded, but the roads are kind of empty. It's kind of slow up here. I don't know what this lady's doing in this parking place out here. I've been expecting her to come in for a minute, but she's just sitting in her car out there, so maybe if I stop recording, she'll come in. But anyway, I was just touching base with you guys. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. We had our fillets a little bit later than normal, but it was good. And actually, our next door neighbor brought over some turkey. If y'all are watching, appreciate the turkey. So Kim doesn't eat turkey, but I do. It was definitely a smoked turkey, but they brought a huge chunk of it. And knowing them, they had multiple turkeys. So yes, I will get turkey sandwiches later. Yay, turkey sandwiches. So, but the fillets, and we have filet and yams. Yams are sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are big here in the South. It's an orange potato that's sweet, pretty much. And yes, that's it. That's all I can think of. I'm going to actually go to work doing other stuff and doing other videos and finishing my setup on the laptop. And yeah, we'll catch y'all next video. If you have any questions or comments, I'm not sure why you would, other than the comments about Black Friday, post them in the comments section. Otherwise, we'll catch y'all next video.